Let's see, let's go. Let's do this. So we are going to welcome to the stage in just 1 minute our CEO. Before we do that, a little bit about Hex. So Hex is on a mission to build the capacity of the next generation of founders. We're helping them launch high-impact, globally competitive companies that create lasting economic and social value. Over the past 2 weeks, we've gone from ideation to pitching, and we've heard from founders, guest speakers all around APAC. We've spent different days located in different ecosystems from Vietnam to Hong Kong to Singapore, South Korea, and we've spent a great time learning about those technology and innovation and startup ecosystems, as well as working on our business ideas all the way from ideation to pitching. So we've done everything from rapid prototyping, growth hacking, everything in between. It's been an absolutely exhausting but exhilarating couple of weeks. But that's enough about me. I would like to welcome Jeanette Cheer to the stage. So Shirley, if we're able to make Jeanette a co-host, I'm sure you'll be able to turn on your camera, turn on your video, and welcome a woman that needs no introduction because I literally go to networking events and people already know her. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome the CEO and co-founder of Hex to the stage. Jeanette, how are you doing? Lovely background.
Hi, Jack. Hi, everybody. Awesome to see you all. Welcome to your pitch day and congratulations, you made it. It's been an intense couple of weeks and you're ready to show us what you've got. Now, I would like to just, hark back to that first day when I met you. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but the reason that I get out of bed in the morning is because I look around at technology and business and politics, and it doesn't look like the world that I live in. And the way that I believe I can help to make that change with the team here at Hex is to empower, educate, and connect the next generation of leaders so that you can go out and become the next people that create businesses, influence change inside companies, possibly even, I don't know if we can influence change in politics, but we can try, and maybe save the world while we're at it. So anyway, that's my get out of bed in the morning, and I'm so proud to have each and every one of you be part of this journey and to hear some of your great ideas. We've heard so many incredible Hex alumni go on to actually create their ideas and make them real, or take elements of them and become inspired by them as they go into their careers. So we're all about that exponential learning and non-linear career paths at Hex. So that's it from me, Jack. Do you want me to also introduce our incredible judges who I can see sitting right here?
I would love you to introduce our judges. We have a wonderful panel today. I'm incredibly excited to hear what they have to say about our pitches.
Yes. Well, let's start with Lauren Murray over on the left-hand side. Lauren is a Director of Innovation Capabilities at the Department of Jobs, Precincts and Regions at Big Gov, Mother of Dragons, etc. Lauren and I have got a long history working together, and she truly has done it all from corporate, working at ANZ and NAB, through to kind of scale-ups over at Culture Amp, and now into government doing some stuff, helping to drive this innovation agenda in Victoria, which they just launched a few days ago. So hi, Lauren, welcome to the panel.
Thank you. That is such a lovely introduction. I'm so thrilled to be here. I jump out of bed because I am passionate about innovation and supporting people to be successful and achieve their ambitions and dreams and to change the world through innovation. So it is an absolute pleasure to be on this wonderful panel, and we're really looking forward to it.
Thanks, Lauren. Right in the middle there, we have Nick La. He's the co-founder of WePloy Group. Nick has a really fascinating background also working through hospitality where, I don't know, Nick, did you run some clubs or something back in the day? Before founding and scaling WePloy to the size that it is today, employing so many people here just around the corner in Collingwood, actually, and also employing one of our Hex alumni, which hopefully he's doing a good job. If he's not, tell me afterwards, Nick. But Nick is just the most generous mentor that I've ever met. He's so genuine and humble and so open with the amount of content that he provides to founders, and has definitely been a personal support to me as we're going through this journey together. So Nick, thanks for being here. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm a really big supporter of Hex. Just 5 years ago, we founded WePloy. It's now grown to 74 people across Australia, Vietnam, and New Zealand. So I know how hard it is to find genuine advice and working with great people and great founders as well. So I'm definitely really excited to see what comes out today.
No pressure, team. Thanks, Nick. Good to see you. And let me also welcome Jenny Lee, who is joining us, partner at Scalaire Partners. Jenny is a technology investment and passionate about empowering women entrepreneurs. I understand, Jenny, from your background, you've worked 15 years in financial governance, multinational businesses and venture, and Scalar Partners is all about sort of bridging the growing gap in funding in the venture capital ecosystem. So Jenny, thank you for joining us and for bringing the investor lens to the panel. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm doing really well. It was a really nice intro. And I'm excited to be here today. I was looking forward to this event and just really appreciate the opportunity to get to meet everyone and then hear about your journey. A little bit about myself and Scalari, and we invest in early stage technology company, as well as providing them with the support throughout that whole growth and scaling stage by really getting involved and plugging in skills and resources and be part of your team. And so we support you through both capital as well as skill and resources. And today we have about 12 companies and within our little portfolio families, and from UK, US, Singapore, Australia, and in a few different sectors as well. So we have companies in RegTech, FinTech, tourism, fitness, you name it. So yeah, just really excited to be here.
So good. Remind me to send you our deck, Jenny, then you can add EdTech and Australia to that portfolio list. Always be hustling. I'm so sorry. Okay, it's not about us. It's not about me. It's definitely about each of the amazing students, or should we say founders, Jack, because they are no longer students. They are now founders. I'm going to throw back to you, Jack and Shirley, to get this show on the road.
Absolutely. Well, what an amazing panel of judges. I'm excited. I hope you're all excited. I want you to jump on the chat and show some love to the amazing Hex 5.8 crew who have been working their butts off over the past 2 weeks to bring this together. As I mentioned, some people have come into this with a little bit of an idea, and I'm not going to tell you who, but some people pivoted 2 days ago, and everything that they've put together has been in the last 48 hours. But let's keep that a secret who that is. Maybe the judges can guess later. I'm seeing a lot of love in the chat, lots of excitement, lots of claps. Keep it going. I know we've got a few presentations to get through. We will have a very short intermission in the middle as well, but that's enough for me. You don't want my voice, you want the founder's voice. Hex 5.8 Pitch Day. We're here. Let's do it. Let's bring our first contestant to the stage. Sam, please come up and share your idea. Jeanette, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your introductions to our judges, and let's get this show on the road. All right. Hello, Sam. We can see that you are here. You can now share your camera. There you are. And can we hear you?
Yep.
Excellent. And we'll share your screen. Okay, the way this is going to work is I'm going to set a timer. This is a 3-minute pitch. At the end, the judges will have the opportunity of 2 minutes of questions. I will have to keep it tight and cut people off because we've got a lot of people to get through. So if you have a question, raise your hand straight away as a judge. At 3 minutes, I will be cutting you off. And when there's 1 minute to go, I will unmute myself and say 1 minute so that you know you've got 1 minute to go. We've practiced this. We can do it. Sam, I believe in you. Over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, desertification, as you can see, is a problem facing modern agriculture. And if we keep going with our modern practices and techniques, this is what's going to be faced for future generations. So, hello, I'm from Outerside, and we are being behind the change in agriculture. So, Outerside is starting off as a media company, and we're committed to educating farmers and enthusiasts throughout South Australia and Australia. So, conventional agriculture is destroying land for future generations. So, as you can see, by spraying through chemicals or modern tillage that's been practiced for centuries before. So how are we going to fix this issue? We're going to mimic nature. So we're going to feed the soil. We're not feeding the crops. We're promoting diversity of our flora and fauna. We don't believe in weeds, so we're not killing things to grow things. And we're not using any pesticides, herbicides, or fertilizer, any chemicals. Everything's natural. So as you can see, the photo on the left is regenerated land. Is being used by modern techniques being used for centuries through cell grazing. As you can see, plenty of greenery, plenty of feed, plenty of flora and fauna. To your right, this land is being conventionally tilled, practices are being used, and that's what we're facing for future generations. So how are we going to deliver this message? YouTube channel, so interviewing farmers, talking to farmers, promoting why they made this change, tips, advice through social media outlets. As you know, I have contacts in this space. I know what I'm talking about, and through wealth of knowledge, I'll be the best person to deliver this message. So to proceed, what I need, media marketing expertise to edit this content created through these platforms, and followers to really start this journey and go through. So the roadmap to success of Outside Farm. So step 1, as we've talked about. Step 2, start to acquire farmland, and then start to transfer this video content from my own farm. Step 3 is then starting to consult with these farmers through a leading by the front approach. Proof is in the pudding. And then step 4 to continue and start a paddock to plate venture. So a bit about me and why I'm the best person for the job. So my name's Sam Kelly. I'm a 6th generation farmer, born in Tintinara, South Australia, currently in Adelaide, studying a Bachelor of Agricultural Science, completed and still completing numerous courses in holistic and regenerative management, worked as a farmhand, overseeing plenty of farms here in the Adelaide Hills, and feel free to contact me on my email or LinkedIn below. Thanks very much.
All right, Sam, coming in under time. So just on 3 minutes, well done. Now I'm going to hand you over to the judges. Do you have any questions for Sam? And I'll decide. Nick, Lauren, Jenny, if you want to just raise your hand, I can hand it over to you. Any questions? Okay, Nick, over to you.
Hey Sam, Nick here. Great job, mate.
Thank you.
How do you think about like minimizing the size of the scope to get a really nice proof of concept? And
Yep. Yeah. Great. So I feel that's probably the best way to start small, reach the local community, and then build from there. So I feel that if we can get a good traction on the local community first, we can follow through to the wider variety.
And what does success look like in saying that for you?
Success, greenery, pretty much. So success looks like greenery, plenty of happy livestock, happy farmers, eliminating the use of chemicals, being sustainable, kind to our environment, and just plenty of feed around, and really changing the way we go about it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Nick. And a quick question from Lauren.
I do have a quick question. So traditionally farmers are kind of out on the farm farming, and you're talking about connecting through media and using videos and YouTube. What sort of customer testing or evidence do you have that that's the right way to connect with the farmers?
I've spoken with a lot of younger generation of farmers, so through university, through work, and they are really connected with social media. The older farmers, not so much. They're the ones that are probably stuck in their ways and are going to be harder to change. So I feel that by taking this route, we can really set the scene with the younger generation and really push this forward. As I know, having parents don't like to listen to young kids. So,
oh, I'm sorry, we need to cut it there. And I know Jenny just put up her hand for a question, so maybe you can follow up after, Sam, if Jenny has a question that that she has for you. But I'm sorry, we need to cut it. We are at time. Sam, you've kicked us off. I know it's hard to go first, but you've done it. Lots of love for you on the chat. Well done. And we're going to send you back into the audience while we bring up our next founder. So I'll give the judges just 2 minutes to finish off their notes. Feel free to put any comments in there or notes for Sam. We will pass it on. Sam, if you want to stop sharing your screen now, we will have the Conscious Club to the stage next. The Conscious Club, Blon and Steph, will be coming up to the stage. And as soon as all of our judges have their marks in, I'll get a thumbs up from you as well. So here we go. You're to the stage. We're making you co-host. You'll be able to share your screen in just a second. There we go. Hello, Blon. Hello, Steph.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
Excellent. All right. Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So if I get a thumbs up, Lauren, good to go. Nick, good to go. Jenny, good to go. All right. We're good to go. I'll count you in. And over to you, Conscious Club, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, we're Blonde and Steph, and we're here to pitch the Conscious Club. The fashion industry is the second largest polluter on the planet, so why aren't we all making more sustainable choices when it comes to our clothes? At the start of the year, I made a pledge to shop with only sustainable brands to reduce my impact, but I came across a problem. Shopping sustainably is incredibly inconvenient and difficult. Difficult to find brands that meet my expectations of sustainability, to find items I liked, and to order from numerous different sites. But I'm not alone. These struggles mirror the findings of our market research, which found 66% of respondents are looking to shop more sustainably, just like myself. So to address this issue, we've created an e-commerce marketplace using a dropshipping model, which will be a one-stop shop for sustainable and ethical clothing. As you can see from our prototype app, we will stock hundreds of brands with offerings from everyday apparel to swim, activewear, and shoes. Each item will have a selection of badges that outlines what about the item is ethical or sustainable, creating confidence for the consumer that their purchases are both good for people and the planet.
In addition to the 66% of respondents who want to shop sustainably, our research identified that our target market is within the 15 to 29 age bracket, and 86% of those shop online for new clothes. We also spoke to the owner of a small sustainable fashion brand, Arlo and Olive, and she identified that her biggest struggle is getting her brand name out there and bringing wholesalers on board. Furthermore, our commission rate is highly competitive compared to those being offered by wholesalers. Looking at our costs in terms of a roadmap, today our costs are relatively low. We're looking at a few $100s a month for a website and advertising opportunities through social media. In 12 months' time, once we have an established online presence and a curation of 100 brands, we'll be looking at becoming a wholesaler. Further down the line, we would love to create our own line of sustainable and ethically made apparel. Our revenue model will consist of a 20% commission from every sale, brand advertising where brands can pay a weekly fee to have their items or brand name included in social media advertising. Additionally, brands can pay for paid placement on the Conscious Club website. Blonde and I are currently at university, Blonde studying a Bachelor of Business in Management and I a Bachelor of Commerce in Finance. Given that we are the target market, we have the competitive advantage in knowing exactly what our customer wants, along with a passion for sustainability and on-trend fashion.
We're putting together an advisory board of experienced professionals to help get our business to the next level. We're in need of people with an e-commerce, marketing, and tech background. If you'd like to get in touch, you can scan the QR codes for either of our LinkedIn profiles. This company is not only a fashion website where people come to find on-trend clothing. It is a call to action to start choosing better for yourself, this earth, and the workers who create your clothing. So start shopping consciously. Start shopping the Conscious Club.
Oh, and coming in with 1 second to spare. Well done. Congratulations. Smooth as silk, Blonde and Steph. Over to the judges. What questions do you have? Just wave at me, wave your hand. All right, Jenny, over to you first.
Thank you so much. Great pitch, by the way. Well done. Congratulations. And wondering, have you done any competitors analysis? Because it's quite a popular space. And what would be the one thing that you think that your solution really stands out compared to the rest?
So at the moment, we don't really know of any other websites that kind of have a curation of the brands that we're looking at or the fashion that we're looking at in the sustainable world. There are a lot of sustainable websites out there that sell like sustainable products like home goods and things like that, but not fashion related. Otherwise, there are other sites that use like a drop shipping model or they have a curation of brands, but they're not sustainable fashion. So we feel like we can fill that void in the market. Okay,
great question. Nick, quick question over to you.
Great presentations, ladies. How big is this market? I've came across a lot of green businesses before and sustainability. I would love to understand how big is this market that you think it could be?
Well,
you go. No, you go. You did the
just based on our market research, we were able to get 100 responses, and so 66% of those said that, in the age group, said that they want to shop more sustainably. So we feel like there's a large chunk of that market who want to make better choices with their shopping.
Thank you.
All right. I think we're at time. You've done it. You can stop sharing now. Congratulations. Great questions coming in from the judges. I'll let you put your final notes in for the Conscious Club. Oh, sigh of relief. You can breathe out. Well done. Lots of love in the chat too. I think you've got a number of people willing to sign up already in the chat, so you better get it going soon. You've got some customers there waiting. Next up to the stage, we're going to have Ange. So Angela with Art Fair. We'll be bringing Angela to the stage. Here she is. Okay, hello, Angela. You should be able to share your sound now and share your video. There you are.
Hi.
Hello.
Share screen.
Perfect. We can see you, we can hear you, and in a second, I'm sure we'll see your screen. Perfect. All right. So as soon as I get a thumbs up from the judges, I know that this is fast. We're making you type very, very fast here, judges, but you're doing a great job. All right. Lauren's good. Nick's good. Jenny's good. Awesome. Okay, Angela, I'm resetting the clock. Over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, I'm Angela. I'm really happy to be here today. I'm a seasoned IT professional with expertise in commercial development and community building in the education sector. I'm a successful startup founder. I ran a business for 8 years before exiting by selling. I started a Bachelor of Fine Arts in 2018, and I'm passionate about the visual arts industry and helping it thrive. To that end, I've identified a few issues with that. There isn't a clear path for visual artists to follow once they complete their degrees, and those that sell their work pay a lot, 30 to 60% commission on sales. Many don't earn a living wage, and they discontinue making art because they need a day job, and the government is defunding courses that can't prove that they're job ready, which means a diminishment in the cultural fabric of our country. So my solution is Art Fair, fine art direct from artists to you. And our mission is to help visual artists sell their work and maximise profits, and to support the viability of the tertiary visual arts courses in Australia. And our vision is to be the premier online sales platform for Australian tertiary qualified visual artists at all stages of their career. So what makes us different? We're a social enterprise. We charge 20% commission, and everything above the operational cost goes back into the Art Fair community. We've got partnerships with Australian tertiary fine arts institutions. We leverage their communications and marketing to get students on the platform, and in return we fill the data gap for them, helping with student acquisition and government reporting. We offer AR functionality, allowing potential buyers to see the work in their homes before they buy, virtual art galleries, artist talks, NFTs, and a world-first innovation of a booking system to allow people to book performing artists. Performance artists find it very hard to make money from their work, so this is a real benefit to them. We've got a huge potential customer base, almost 4 million Australians buy art or craft, almost $1 billion annually. We've got direct online competitors that have been established for a decade, proving the supply and demand model. I've crunched the numbers. So to create the minimal viable product, the website, app and AR development, we need $250,000. That's 2 staff as well to help with acquisition, onboarding, and we're looking to be profitable in year 1 with a net profit of $300,000. So what I'm looking for now is you and your industry knowledge and connections to tertiary institutions and their business development operations, some pro bono expertise to develop a detailed feasibility study, and to build the site, $250,000 investment capital or an interest-free loan to get it off the ground. Thank you so much for listening, and please connect with me and open to questions.
And right on 3 minutes again. Well done, Angela. That was wonderful. I see Lauren's already got her hand up. What questions do you have for Angela?
I do. That was great. Thank you, Angela. I don't actually have a question. I have an offer of assistance. I'd love to connect you in with the Creative Vic department here. It's very topical, right up there, and I love the performing artist element that you've brought into it. It's certainly a big priority for the Victorian government at the moment as well. So I'll take you up on that one. So consider that a tick.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, awesome. An offer of help. Jenny, Nick, do you have a question for Ange? Yep, Jenny, over to you. Jenny, you're on mute.
Sorry, can you give a quick introduction about your team? Are you doing this alone, or are you building this together with someone else?
No, I'm a solo founder currently. I'm very open to partnerships. I was a solo founder in my first startup, and I learned many lessons over that 8 years. And working with a team it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I'd be really open to partners coming on board.
Awesome, great question. And a super quick one from Nick.
Hey, Angela, great job. What the 2 FTEs, what will they be doing?
The 2 FTEs, basically community liaison, so interacting with universities and students to get, to grow the platform, to grow the seller platform, and to provide that sort of pipeline from education into work. Pulling out the reporting for unis to send back to government. So through the platform, we'll be able to say, okay, RMIT, you have this many painters on the platform, make this revenue this year. So there's a stunning lack of data in this area. The last study that included arts and craft sort of purchasing specifically was 1997 through ABS statistics. So there's a real gap in the market for that data as well. And so we're not just a selling platform, we give back as well.
I'm going to have to cut you off there, Angela. I'm so sorry, but we are definitely at time. Some amazing questions coming through, as well as an offer of help supporting the creative industries in Australia, which we all know have had a really rough trot over the past couple of years. So congratulations. Well done. Angela, you're done. Sigh of relief.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll have you stop your screen share now, and we will send you back into the audience. So while we do send Angela back into the audience, we will be welcoming Mark to the stage next. So Shirley's in the background, adding people, driving the game behind us. Wonderful shirt, Mark. Good looking t-shirt. Repping the brand. Love to see it. So I know that we are asking a lot of our judges to type incredibly fast, but as soon as you are ready to go, give me a thumbs up. And Mark, when you're able to share screen. All right. Well, it looks like Mark, ready? Thumbs up. Awesome. Judges, thumbs up. Then we're good to go. Over to you, Mark, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, I'm Mark Vananoff. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I've been in the utilities and energy industry for over 15 years. And today I want to present to you my business, Vanda, which provides renewable and sustainable energy solutions. So what's our story? Vanda utilizes smart technology to develop renewable energy solutions that contribute to a clean and sustainable energy efficient future. So Australian councils and shires are declaring a climate emergency, which requires them to help decarbonise the electricity supply system, which means that they need to remove fossil fuels such as coal and gas and opt for renewable energy solutions instead. So Australian councils need to respond to this. So councils have growing pressure to meet the needs of the community by introducing strong and ethical sustainable practices, which means they need to meet their carbon zero targets and reduce energy prices. So what's my idea? I'm looking at replacing or retrofitting the over 2.3 million streetlights within Australia. I want them to utilise renewable energy such as battery and solar and integrate that with smart technology. This in turn will be looking at it to eliminate the estimated $10 million per annum spent on running the running these streetlights. So what I want to do is create a prototype for smart streetlights. So they're self-powering, which means that they reduce grid consumption down to zero because they power themselves. There's no blackouts because they're actually just running themselves, and when the grid goes down, they'll still be self-powered. It then provides a reduction in CO2 emissions of down by 95%. They're quicker and easier to install because you don't need to run power to them. So they're self-set up and self-install. What I'm looking at here is the competitive edge. So compared to other products on the market, there's only 1 or 2 current providers in Australia, but we need to integrate smart technology. This means that you can monitor them from a home or a laptop or a mobile phone. This means that they can reduce operating costs, and we can find out when the lights are actually on. And instead of sending people out or waiting for people to call up to say that the lights are off, there's an issue with it. I also want to build them so they're componentized. So currently people sell them as a whole package unit, but if we can componentize them, then we can actually sell them at market to upgrade or customize existing lights and avoid using too much waste from
1 minute to go.
So what's my revenue model? I want to look at developing a shippable product, which means if we look at a light head and panel, sale price is about $300. We can get about $150 profit. So if I look at my local Monash council where I live, There's currently 5,650 likes. If we multiply that by 150, there's possibly there about a profit of about $150,000 just in one Shire council alone. And to put that some weight behind that, there's 547 councils in Australia and 2.3 million lights in Australia. So it's very definitely scalable. What's the ask? I'm looking for co-founders. So anybody that's in a government department that has contract negotiations. And investors, I need $250,000 capital, which will go into research and development and software development for the portal. On the roadmap ahead, I'm doing prototype, move into councils and do trials, and then we'll look in expansion for traffic lights and EV charging stations, and then global product expansion. Thanks for listening. I'm Mark. That's 15 years in the energy experience and a qualified line worker and a Bachelor of Commerce. If you want to contact me, there's my email and LinkedIn. Thank you.
All right. We gave you an extra 3 or 4 seconds there, but well done. You just got it in, Mark. So congratulations. What questions do we have for Mark and Vanda? Lauren, over to you first.
I'll kick off. So how many councils did you say that there are?
547 councils in Australia.
And they don't all use the same procurement processes. So have you got some plans about how you're going to reach out and sell to that many sort of councils?
I think it's going to be a staggered sort of stage, but I said if I start small and work my way up, then yes, that's where I'm looking for experience or some probably help or assistance in that area.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Great work, Mark. Love it.
Good question. Nick, over to you.
Congrats, Mark. Not too much advice or questions from my end, but I've got a really close friend of mine. He's the Chief Innovations Officer over at AGL, and we constantly talk about this problem all the time. So I'd love to do an introduction for you after this.
Awesome. Yeah, I think if you just drive around your neighborhood, you'll see how many lights there are, and they're all just running off the grid. So it's a massive market.
Awesome. And an offer of help as well, Mark. That's it. We're going to wrap it up. Congratulations. We'll end on that positive note. You're done, Mark. You can stop sharing screen. We're going to send you into the audience where you can just sit back, celebrate, and enjoy the rest of the pitches. So thank you so much, Nick, for that offer of introduction. Next, we're going to have Daniel to the stage. So Daniel, if you're ready to come up to the stage, we'll bring you up and get you set up while the judges finish off their comments. All right. Now, I know Daniel was having a few technical issues, but hopefully we've got nice, fast internet now. We'll see how we go. Daniel, are you there? Hello, hello. All right. We're just making you a co-host now, and you'll be able to turn on your video and turn on your sound. All right, Daniel, just down the bottom of the Zoom, click video. Start video. Okay, we'll just give another, oh, I can see we can hear you now if you talk.
Yeah, so start video, yep.
Yep, all right, there you are. Hello, Daniel, we got you in the end. Awesome, we can hear you and we can see you. So let's share screen now and bring up your slides. Look at all those degrees behind you as well. What an impressive background. All right, we can see that screen sharing is coming through. So while that loads, I'll just get the thumbs up from the judges. Yep, looks perfect. Lauren's good to go. Nick's good. Jenny's good. Okay, Daniel, everyone's good. We can see your screen. Everything looks perfect to me. So I'm going to set the clock and it's going to be over to you in 3, 2, 1. Go.
Okay, so this is design build. So my name is Daniel Bonatti. As a fellow and chartered both Engineers Australia and Australian Institute of Building, I am a trusted voice and true leader in industry and profession. I have many qualifications and I am currently at Western Sydney University. My value proposition is detecting defects in buildings using artificial intelligence for asset protection and to save lives. The problem is global and Asia Pacific and locally. Here I show 13 examples. And most recently, the Miami Surfside Champlain Towers South collapse building. And this had a building inspector find defects, but the defects were in a cardboard folder archived in a council when this collapse happened. So I'm hoping to digitise this. So building's too traditional, and a typical builder carries his tools and files to work, and there's no digital record. So my solution provides this. I've tested and fine-tuned through research, and I've done this at University of Sydney, Cattolica Milan, Western Sydney University, and now Hex. Market research shows everyone's positive on my value proposition. My lean canvas makes it feasible. The users wanting my concept are business to business and business to customer. There's few competitors, and most of these competitors are users of AI. My strategy is 3 steps, and step 1,
1 minute to go.
Data basics, and long-term and scaling up. Step 2 is app to capture defects, and step 3 to customize solutions. All this will be an app on a mobile. Step 1, strategy, prototype, database. The app captures data, photos, documents, and plans to digitize platform. I can demo later. I can demo step 2 later too. It's an app to capture defects using metaverse to add automatic related train to machine learning to find defects, and I can demo later. It's Australian standard. I need to customize solutions long term to add to the app by machine learning. I have 2 revenue streams, consultancy and products. And what I'm asking today is networking and exposure to industry partners who require this technology, and maybe funding of $100,000 to commence my strategy, and $20,000 will get me started in the development. Thank you.
All right. Okay. We gave you a couple of extra seconds there, but I know that you did have a few tech issues before, but it all worked perfectly. So well done, Daniel. That was excellent. What questions? Jenny, Lauren, Nick, who has a question for Daniel? All right, Jenny, over to you.
Thank you. I'll go first. So Dan, nice job again. And if you raise 100,000, do you know roughly what runway that will give you? So how long would that last, given what you want to achieve in the near future?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that could. It depends on, how much time they give me. So I could get plenty done, in 2 or 3 years. That's the long-term goal of finding customized solutions, because there's so many different kinds of defects. Like I showed the Australian standard for only cracks. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, thanks, Dan.
Thanks.
All right, and Nick, quick question from you.
Hey, Daniel, are you working by yourself, or do you have a team?
Yes, that's correct. I'm working by myself. I was doing this right to the last minute.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Awesome. And I think we're at time. Daniel, you've done it. Congratulations. Sigh of relief. If you'd like to stop your screen share now, we will send you back into the audience so that you can chill out and sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the pitches. So congratulations. Next, we're going to have Panita to the stage. So Daniel, you're all done. Great work. And Panita, we can see that you are at the stage now. We are making you co-host. As soon as that comes through, you'll be able to turn on your mic and turn on your camera, which should work now. And when you're ready, we will also have you share your screen. Again, great t-shirts, everyone. You're all looking fantastic. So we can see you. Do you want to do a quick mic check?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Perfect. So all we need now is your slide deck.
Sorry.
So big green button, share screen. There we go. Perfect.
Now? Right.
Excellent. Well done. Okay. So, and we can see you. Perfect. Excellent. All right. Nick, Lauren, Jenny, thumbs up from the judges. Perfect. Over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Thrive, find the help you need post domestic violence. sorry, my slide is not working. Yep. So 320,000 victims of domestic violence. This is stat from a couple of years ago, and it costs Australian economy $22 billion, and around 116,000 cases get processed by DV specialists every year. Now you can see there is a huge gap. So 2/3 of the people fell into this gap. So the question is how to triage these DV cases without traumatize both the people we're trying to help and the helper themselves. So here's a solution in 4 stages. First stage is a simple app or website that hold information, and I'll show you in the next slide the prototype. Second stage is to funnel down to a quiz or questionnaires that help the agencies. And third stage will be matching the volunteers for the like of law students or paralegals to our clients. And then 4 stages where we hold online session, webinars from family lawyers, therapists, parenting toolbox, and introduce their chatbots that they can chat to someone in real life. So here's a prototype, simple, sleek, easy to use. Now take notes of the quick, easy access on the right-hand corner of the app, which that's a safety feature that take the users to, if they feel unsafe, goes to the next page, could be Weather Channel, could be anything. So traffics will be coming from DV specialist agency all around Australia, and past users recommend to one to the other.
1 minute to go.
Finance will be from Patreons, grants, sponsors, etc. And businesses that want to be part of the change. Now, I'm the team, and Westside Community Care is behind me. But why now? Last year, we've lost 36 women, not include men or children, to intimate partner homicide. And just as we were sitting in Hex 3 days ago, we lost another one. Mary Bendito left behind an 11-month-old son. This is needless death and generational traumatized people. Now, so what do I need? I need ethical advisors, I need tech advisors, and I need sponsors. And this is not a very complicated project, can be off the ground with just $5,000 or simple $100 from 50 people. So thank you for your attention.
All right.
Any question?
Getting that last slide in there just with a couple of seconds over, but pretty on the mark. So well done, Panita. Jenny, I'll hand over to you first.
Thank you so much. Well done once again. And how are you thinking about addressing scalability when you become a little bit more mature? So going back to your 4 stage, for example, your funnel down, your matching volunteer, is that by machine or is that by human?
What do you mean, volunteers to help?
So when you match, the requirement with the volunteer.
Yeah, that have to be human. What I've also found from the survey is that law student requires work experience, and paralegals, people can also volunteer as pro bonos. So the people who really need that are the DV, domestic violence, who had a couple of tiers of courts that they have to attend. Domestic violence court is separate from family courts, and most people are not aware of that.
I see. Okay, thank you so much.
Great question, Jenny. Lauren, over to you.
Taking a quick one. Thank you, Pandita. That was great. It's obviously a really big, complex problem and a really pressing one for Australia that we do need to face into. So I think the solution's great. My question's more around the team and the people behind it, and obviously matching the lawyers and students and different pieces. Have you given any thought to how you will be supporting them through this work? Particularly knowing that for some of these it'll be quite a confronting experience as well. Yeah, of course.
Yes. So from the surveys, empowerments or Thrive, this is where the name came from, is that Legal system supposed to be for all people. Tom, Dick, or Harry is supposed to be able to file simple documents, but it is not, especially for people who've been traumatized. They just need help to file the right document, the right form with the right stamp to the right court. So paralegal students can do that. A last year of law student can do that. Anyone with good proofreading skill can do that.
Okay, I'm sorry to interject here, but we are at time. Congratulations, Panita. Well done, and excellent looking slides as well. Very, very impressed. And yeah, what a huge area that you're tackling. So you've got a lot of love and support on the chat, and you can go back to being an attendee now. We'll get you to stop your screen share and you can go and relax with the rest of the group. So well done, congratulations. Next up to the stage, I'm going to ask Nancy. Here we go. Hello, Nancy.
Hi.
Hi. All right. We can see you and we can hear you. So whenever you're ready, share your screen and then we'll get the okay from the judges. Awesome. Okay. Lauren, Shirley, Jenny, and all we need is an okay from Nick, and then we'll get going. All right, okay from everyone. So Nancy, I'll hand it over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi everyone, I'm introducing Copy with a Pro. So at Copy with a Pro, we are solving the problem of limited opportunities for employment in regional Queensland. So people either move away to metro regions to pursue a career opportunity, or they stay in the area and have limited opportunities for work in industries such as hospitality, labour work, or tourism. Recent stats from the Queensland government show that regional areas have gone negatively in employment growth, and the Australian Council of Trade Unions has said that there's significantly higher levels of insecurity in employment in regional areas versus metro. So our solution to this is to take advantage of the professionals who have made the tree change to regional Queensland to mentor and hire locals and to have a coffee. So I am currently living in regional Queensland, and so I believe that I can bring a unique understanding of the cultural and political sort of divide in country Queensland and bring this perspective into the solution for the problem. So how it will work, it will be an app where locals and professionals can create a profile, they can message and agree for a coffee date, and it will be gamified. So at every 5 levels, each will level up and they'll receive a badge or certificate, which they can then share on LinkedIn. Professionals will receive a nominal $5, which they can cash out each time or donate to a nominated charity. We'll also incentivize the professionals' companies if they end up hiring a local. So in a recent survey in the Wide Bay region, 24% of respondents noted that they were currently unemployed, and 67% of them said they would be interested in a different industry opportunity available to them. Anecdotally, professionals in the region who would be willing to engage and mentor with this app came from industries such as marketing, finance, IT, and so forth. In terms of revenue, we will be looking to generate revenue via advertising space on the app to engage more users and local businesses, as well as lobbying for government, community and discretionary grants. So what I'll need is initial capital for the setup, technical experience to set up the platform, and mentoring and coaching experience in community platforms and lobbying for government grants. And thank you.
Awesome. Well done, Nancy. And just under the 3 minutes, congratulations. Who has a question for Nancy, Jenny, Nick, or Lauren? Nick, over to you first, and then to Jenny.
Well done, Nancy. This actually hits home pretty close to me. It's exactly why we opened up WePloy 5 years ago.
Awesome.
So I had a couple of questions. The first part of how do you think about MVP, and then how you've proved the concept for us? And then secondly, what's more important in this marketplace? Is it the professionals or is it the talent with any kind of marketplace?
So I think for me, yeah, I wanted to really go specific down into the Wide Bay region where I am currently to test it and yeah, make sure that we can improve it and make sure it works, it's the right platform. And then future state is to scale it to all of regional Australia. And yeah.
Because something to think about, early days at WePloy, we didn't have an app, we had no technology. Yep. We had an Excel sheet with employers and we had an Excel sheet of 50 Melbourne University students. Yep. And then I literally went door knocking to every employer I could find and see if they give someone an opportunity for work at an X amount rate. And that's how we got the funding. So just think about that.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to make it as simple as possible. Even thought just a website potentially, just something very simple to connect locals and professionals with the skills that they'd be able to upskill locals for.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Nancy. And it sounds like you might have a good contact with Nick in the area. Jenny, I might hand over to you now for a quick question.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, Nancy already answered my question. It's about whether at some point in time that she will see this being a solution that would take, maybe outside the Queensland and other regions. So no, that's really well done. I like what you do. I think it's a great purpose with a viable commercial model. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well done, Nancy. That's it. You're done. You can stop your screen share now, and then we'll send you back into the audience. So Nancy is finished. Who do we have next? Okay, we've got one more and then a very, very quick break, short intermission for a stretch, maybe do some power poses if you haven't pitched yet to get all of the right feelings running through your bones. But until then, we have you, and here's you to the stage. Hello, you.
Hi.
Hi. Well, we can see you and we can hear you.
Yep.
So share your screen and we can get going. Excellent. And present.
Yeah.
Very good. So as soon as I get a thumbs up from the judges, Lauren and Nick just writing final couple of things. Awesome. Nick's ready to go. The judges are good to go. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Excellent. Then over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, everyone. My name is Yu Mao and my company name is Voltex. Before we start, let me tell you a story. You could work part-time as a baker. She has a small business to make a wedding cake for her clients, but she don't have personal website. She also don't have time and skill to manage that. Currently, most of her clients are from friends' reference. So if she wants more clients, what should she do? Well, she found Voltex. This is an online platform for small business owner where they will have a personal website, online marketing, and networking. Our mission is to bring small business to local community. The problem I want to solve is that many small business owners, they don't have their own website, and actually they don't have time and skill to manage that. It is also hard for local residents to get accurate information of this local small business. Here's my solution, an online platform for local small business. It is a website that also works well on tablets and smartphone. There will be 3 functions. For marketing section, we will categorize small business by their products and service. For event section, they can attend a local event, and also they can attend seminars hosted by professionals. Of course, they can post advertisements on activity section. Here's some prototype. Well, on Voltex, Yuko has her own webpage. Her clients can place order. She can choose to join CBD markets in Toowoomba. Of course, Christmas is coming. She can post advertisements for her business. Well, there'll be two type of user for this platform, including small business owner and local residents. The early adopter will be those who want to attract more clients. So why would the small business owner choose this platform? This is because on Google, Facebook, or Gumtree, they don't have their own webpage. And it is very hard to validate their information, but we can. On Voltex, Small business owner will have their own web page containing information of their business. We can expand the business networking, and also we will validate the business information by their ABN and photo of their service. We will start from cooperating with city council, co-working space, and shopping center, where many resources are available. Well, for revenue model, there will be many different level of membership from basic, standard, and advanced. Of course, premium members can unlock more functions. It depends on what they need. This platform will start from Toowoomba and then expand to other middle-sized cities. This is because in major cities like Sydney, Melbourne, they already have many services serving local residents. But in a middle-sized city, they don't have such a platform, but they do have a strong community, which means residents are willing to support local business. Finally, co-founders are welcome. Yeah, follow me on LinkedIn and let's do something different. Thank you.
Awesome. Well done, you. Just getting that last slide in there. Okay, what questions do we have for you? Jenny, Lauren, over to you first, Lauren.
That was great. Thank you. I have a question just around the user experience for this. So in the dream world, this is tremendously successful and you have all the small businesses in every community everywhere. How do I, as a person trying to find a wedding cake, how are you thinking about that scalability experience for me as a front-end user?
Oh, well, here on the prototype, actually they can search the by keywords here on the prototype. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, a final question for you before we head to a quick intermission. Jenny or Nick? No, you are off the hook. Well done. Okay, congratulations.
Thank
you can
you.
breathe a sigh of relief. We'll get you to stop your screen share in a second and we'll head back into the audience. Oh, we're halfway through Pitch Day 5.8. Congratulations to all the founders who have already come through. I can see our judges furiously writing away and putting notes on. So congratulations to everyone that's already pitched. And thank you to the judges for the first half. We're going to have a very, very quick intermission. So for everyone that hasn't pitched yet, make sure you get your power poses ready so you feel good. Get them all going, grab a glass of water, whatever you need to do. Right now, I'm just going to share my screen and we'll have a 3-minute intermission. Here we go. Okay, judges, feel free to turn your cameras off or you grab a glass of water, do whatever you need to do. And we'll be back with the second half of Pitch Day in 3 minutes.
You're muted. You're muted. Just you're muted. Well, wow, Jack gets off mute.
I can't believe I did that. It's happened. I do these things all the time. I was really proud of that intro too. So yeah, 3 minutes on the dot. We've had a break. We're feeling good. We're back in for Hex 5.8. Shirley saved me from talking to myself. Thank you very much, Shirley. I always appreciate it. Our judges are back in the room. We have Lauren, Jenny, and Nick here with us. For those that have just joined us, this is the Hex 5.8 Pitch Day. We are halfway through our amazing founders who have spent the last 2 weeks going all the way from ideation to pitching. We've been diving into a bunch of amazing ecosystems around APAC. We've been hearing from founders while also learning how to put our business ideas together, do a little bit of validation and get to the point of pitching, which we're at today. So we're giving 3-minute pitches, sort of 2 to 3 minutes of questions, and half the group have already finished. So if you've finished, I want all the love in the chat, lots of support for everyone. Jump in the chat, tell us how you're feeling, support everyone else. And we're going to get straight back into it. So intermission is over, second half. Let's get this show on the road. I would like to introduce Zach, Ryan, and Amanda for Beyond Border. Here we go. Oh, and we already have the screen share going. Well done, pros, absolute pros. So as soon as we make you co-host, you will be able to turn on your video and unmute. And absolutely loving all of the support in the chat as well. So keep that coming. Matching backgrounds, you make me happy. Ryan, Amanda, Zach, do you want to do a quick sound check?
Hello.
Testing.
Hello. Hello.
Yep.
Hello. Hi.
Excellent. All right.
Awesome.
So thumbs up from the judges, Lauren, Jenny, Nick. We're good to go. Let's kick off the second half of Pitch Day. Over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, my name is Amanda. I was previously based in Manila, Philippines, known for hospitality and beaches. I spend most of my time with my Lola, aka Grandma in Filipino, when I go there for a vacation every year. I care for my Lola deeply, and she's known to be the most hyperactive and caring. We would take an adventure from one side of the Philippines to the other. But because of her disability on her knees, on top of COVID-19 and being countries away from her, her knees got worse and impacted her physically and emotionally as she lives in her tiny apartment. And because of that, we want to create Beyond Border to empower the elderly with an alternative and effective virtual reality exercise solution. We are the ACER, and we have a passion to solving mobility issues with software engineering. The problem is that 62% of senior Australians are insufficiently active, resulting in a higher risk of serious injuries and diseases. This is also a global phenomenon, not just in Australia. And lastly, the repetitive exercises recommended by physiotherapists are performed while facing a boring blank wall. Beyond Border utilizes VR to make exercises enjoyable for the elderly. We will bring joy by taking them on virtual tours.
Version 1 of the EXA game takes the popular but boring elderly exercise, seated leg lifts, and makes it an exciting experience. As the user lifts their legs, they move through a stunning, normally out of reach and nostalgic scenery. In this example, the user is surrounded by an old growth forest. How big is the market? Well, 3.8 million Australians are aged 65 and over. 1.4 are considered not active enough. We plan to capture at least 3% of this market and continuously improve the fitness of at least 43,000 suffering elders. We aim to target our product at the concerned children of elders. We have found that 90% of descendants are concerned for their elders' health and want to help. Our customers will gain access to our service through a $15 per month subscription model. If we only capture 3% of the market, we have the potential to generate $77 million in revenue over a 10-year period.
Beyond Border differentiates from the competition by being accessible and engaging at the same time. We will immerse them in VR travel, in beautiful digital scenery, and focus solely on elderly people's health. In 2022, we want to improve the effectiveness of the product by performing multiple prototype tests, applying for grants, and getting partnerships with hospitals and physio clinics. But we are only scratching the surface. There is nothing stopping us from expanding from Australia and capturing the rest of the world. For Beyond Border to emerge, we are seeking angel investors to provide us with funding and strategic connections. In our team, we all have a strong background in information technology, specifically software engineering. We are confident that we have the ability to construct this service and can't wait to make it happen. Thanks for listening. Feel free to ask any questions.
What a way to kick off our second half. Congratulations. Now, what questions do we have from the judges? I'm going to raise your hand. Questions, comments, general feedback. Nick, over to you.
Well done, team. This problem is actually pretty close to myself. My parents are at age as well, and actually my father hurt himself 5 years ago, and his rehabilitation process was quite difficult. There was no tech. So my question for you guys, how have you guys actually proved the concept? Because when my father broke his leg, we couldn't get him to exercise no matter what. So I don't know how augmenting technology or layering technology is actually going to help solve the problem in the first place.
We have talked to nurses who work in the aged care, and they said that it is best to have it at least below 60, those who are able to still exercise. And we know that it is impossible to do it above 89, those kind of ages where it's already hard, but at least below 60 would help them in the near future to be healthier.
We are also modifying proven exercises that are proven to work. We're not making new exercises. We're just making those more engaging and less boring.
Awesome. Great answers. And Lauren, over to you.
I definitely need this product in my life because I'm quite sedentary thanks to COVID, but I love it. I think my question really is around the price point is sort of scalability, because obviously this is still quite novel. We don't have many in Australia. How are you thinking about that particularly?
Yes, so we're going to keep it as a software at the moment, but we plan to expand just from a software, because we're only a software company, into a VR headset for elderly people. So that's our future plans. Yeah, that's what we're currently trying to do. We understand that, scalability of it all. So. Yeah.
All right, great questions and going into that roadmap later on. So congratulations, you're all done. We're at time. I'll let the judges put their final comments and their final scores into the spreadsheet. And the three of you can go back and relax and just support the rest of the Hexies coming through. So congratulations, Amanda, Ryan, Zach, excellent work. And next we will have Nurul to the stage. So when we have Nurul, all the judges put their comments in. Excellent. Okay, Nurul, in just a second, you'll be able to share your camera. There we go. All right. Hi. Hello. All right. Now it's still nice and early for Nurul. She's been dialing into the entire program at 5 a.m. every morning with the time difference. So she's been absolutely the MVP, and I mean that in most valuable player sense, not in the minimum viable product sense, all week. So congratulations. We can see your slides. So, and I think we already have a thumbs up from the judges. So Nurul, are you ready to go?
Wait. Okay.
In just a moment, I can count you in, but as long as we can hear you, see you, and see your slides.
All right.
All right. Okay. Let me set my stopwatch and over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
I am passionate about the environment. The world uses over 500 billion plastic bags a year, and now consumers are moving away from that. That's why you have all these people that now make common items with less waste than one-time use plastic. You have all these soap companies making bar soap with little to no wrap. But hey, the one unforgivable sin is to be boring, said Christopher Hitchens, and I completely agree with him. In the environmentally conscious community, you can have good, organic, ethically sourced soap, but there will be buts. Your trade-off would be its scent. Maybe it smells bad because organic things like essential oil or coconut oil without all the preservative can get rancid very fast. Or maybe you're just sick of these chunks of boring brown thing. This is the average form of organic soap that you'd find in the market today. Or maybe now you already go to the refill shop every month to get your refill of liquid hand soap. So problem number 1, the hassle of bringing your own dispenser to the shop every single time. And problem number 2, it's in a tank. And studies have shown that these tanks are breeding grounds for bacteria, and it gets unhygienic real fast. What if I can entertain you with an idea? And all natural ingredients, aesthetically pleasing, having nice colors in your soap, glitter in it, smells so good you'd want to eat it, and hygienic. And You don't even have to carry your container to the refill shop every time. And bonus point, the environment will thank you for your choice because the packaging is fully biodegradable. And this is how Kalimaya soap will work. You put our tablet soap in the water, leave it for a while, and it's ready for use. So based on a survey feedback consisting of 52 respondents, all residing in Malaysia, and disclaimer, I plan to target my product for the Malaysian consumer before expanding internationally later. The key takeaway of the survey was that 96% of the respondents are aged 20 to 25, which is our target demographic. They are aware of current environmental issues and they shop sustainably. And majority of the respondents are open to the idea of aesthetically pleasing organic household product. Yay us! So by the first month, Kalimaya plans to have already sold 600 soap tablets, and we want to break even within the first year of our operation, and we want to grow with the APAC hand wash market over the next 5 years. So our business plan is to generate revenue to business to consumer, business to business, and a subscription service. So the price I've shown here is extracted compared to Australia's average tablet soap price and adjusted to Malaysia's price to be conservatively affordable. And this is my revenue projection. On the assumption that we will sell 600 tablet soap within our first month, and then I want to have doubled the amount by month 8. So 32,000 Malaysia ringgit at month 8. And here are a screenshot of prototype of what our apps may look like for users who would like to subscribe to our delivery service later on. So what I'm looking for is an advisor to aid me understanding Malaysia's soap market research, and I'm looking for a co-founder with expertise in soap formulation and also farmers that can supply me raw ingredients for my soap. That's that.
All right, Nurul, well done. What questions do we have? Jenny, Nick, Lauren, if you'd like to raise your hand and ask a question of Nurul. I know that you've definitely got some subscribers in the chat. Lots of love coming through. Lauren, over to you.
I'll go. This sounds wonderful. Sign me up. I'll buy it. I have a very good question just around supply chain. And so I can see that you've flagged already looking for raw ingredients and connectivity and that sort of pace. But obviously this is quite a scalable product by nature. How are you thinking about building that connected supply chain that protects sort of the ethos of the company and the culture and making sure that it's sustainable and isn't doing any damage along the way?
Yeah, we were thinking about ethically sourcing all of our ingredients. So I have seen like Body Shop does those kind of things, you know, they have like the refugees growing their ingredients and stuff. And I think I plan to go down the same path if possible. Yeah.
Okay, Jenny, over to you.
Thank you. Well done, first of all. Really love the idea. And barrier of entry is my question. What do you think can encourage or stop other from coming into the same space and trying to produce the same thing?
In Malaysia, I think like, I think for my product, it's just like, we're like, aesthetically pleasing, so I don't think like people want to people have ventured into that yet in Malaysia. So I think for a while that would separate us from the competitors.
Okay, and we might have to stop it there. We are at time. Great questions coming in. Well done, Nurul. If you want to stop your screen share, and from ethical and sustainable soap all the way to finance, we're going to have Yi to the stage next. So what amazing ideas we've had so far. Such a wide range of ideas and backgrounds and people coming through, which is always what we like to see. So Yi, I can see you're here. You're now co-host, so feel free to share your camera when ready. We'll do a quick tech check. There we are.
I'm ready.
Excellent. So we can see you and we can hear you. We just need your slides and then we can get going. And your slides are here. Wonderful. So thumbs up from the judges. All right. We're ready to go. Yi,
Hey.
handing over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yi, and I'm the founder of Creator Board. In today's digital age, I'm sure everyone's familiar with creators. They could be YouTubers, TikTokers, influencers, or streamers. They're all over the internet, yet they have a broken business model. Let me show you why. We see many creators struggling between different sources of income, such as affiliate marketing, sponsorships, or donation page. And as you can see, creators earn 77% of their income only through sponsorships. Why is this a problem? Well, this forces many creators to spend time and energy only on trying to make a living. They're not doing what they love, and they're not bringing valuable content to the audiences. This is why I built Creator Board, a platform allowing creators to crowdfund an income and pay back using a percentage of their revenue. How it works? It's simple. A creator starts a crowdfunding campaign, and investors can put their money into the funding pool. After the campaign reaches or goes over a predetermined amount, the funding will be distributed to the creator monthly in 1 year. This adds a layer of protection to the investors. Simultaneously, the creator would start paying back investors the initial funding amount plus a predetermined interest. But because it's based on revenue, the creator would only have to pay out less than what they are earning, and this adds a layer of protection to the creators. Therefore, our solution provides creators a reliable and sustainable funding to focus on their creative work, while investors could be getting their return on investment over time. As you can see, we have a pretty big market here, and it's continuing to grow. Our strategy is to break into the market using YouTube. There are over 1.5 million YouTubers who are already established, but are unable to rely on YouTube revenue alone. And since they are a natural channel for marketing and already have a fan base, once we can secure one YouTuber on board by using words and word of mouth, we are able to reach out to more potential users. Our business model is to charge 5% of the total amount of money being funded. Our competitors include Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Patreon, and OnlyFans. However, what makes Creator Board stand out is that we give fans and investors a stronger monetary incentive to keep their support. So why me? I'm studying a Bachelor of Finance at University of Wollongong, and I'm super passionate about supporting creators without having to see the hard promoted brands that I don't know or don't trust. Here's Richard and Nivas, my amazing mentors, helping me out on this journey. So what are we asking? We need connections with creators with 6 months plus experience and 10,000 plus fan base. I'm also looking for a tech co-founder. This allows us to get more feedbacks, build the solution, and launch into the market. Feel free to contact me, and thank you so much for your time.
And right on 3 minutes, Yi. Amazing work. Congratulations. Now, who has a question for Yi? Nick, Lauren, or okay, Nick, hand up. Over to you, Nick.
Well done, Yi.
Thanks, Nick.
One of my good friends is actually Sam from Patreon.
Oh, really?
I actually know the whole story, how he actually started. So I'd love to ask you, how do you think about acquiring the talent? For Patreon, that was actually one of the most difficult things they had to do, because they had to try to get creators from other platforms to come to them. So they had to have a very strong, unique value proposition.
Yeah, definitely. So our target customer are the creators who want to make a living by what they love to do, but they don't want to spend time focusing on marketing and getting other sort of income. And I think the way we're going to acquire those creators is by letting them know our unique value proposition, which is that we can give them this sustainable funding, and they have the time and energy to focus what they love, which is creating. And then they only have to pay back a percentage of the revenue, which is not asking them to pay out of their own pocket.
Okay.
Awesome. Great. Thanks, Yi. And Lauren, question from you.
Very interesting proposition. I really like it. I'm going to ask a very nerdy financial economics question here. But in terms of the investors, what sort of returns are you thinking that they need to see in payback and revenue to incentivize them to put some money into a creative? Because you're eventually kind of taking a risk on them staying cool.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Good question. I mean, look, there's going to be a risk in any form of investing. That's just how it is. But I think with Creator Board's model, the investors, what they're looking for is for creators with high potential to grow. And the way they get their return is for creators to be able to grow faster so that the revenue is going to come back to the investors quickly. So I think the main risk for investors is either the creator just stops doing what they do, or they grow way too slowly that it's not even as quickly as inflation. So this is the risk for investors, but then there is also very high potential for a creator to just go big and then allow them to get their return on investment very quickly.
Okay, I'm sorry to jump in here, but we are definitely at time. Great questions coming through. Nerdy questions are always welcome at Hex, so feel free to bring them on. Lots of love in the chat for you, Yi, as well, so congratulations. If you'd like to stop your screen share now, we'll send you back into the audience and we will bring our next founder to the stage. In fact, it's not founder, it's founders. So can we please have Sophie and Zoe to the stage? I see Sophie's here and there's Zoe. Hello. Okay, I can hear, sorry, I can see both of you. And can I do a quick check to see if I can hear you? Sophie first.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. And Zoe, if you want to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
I certainly can. All right, we're good to go. So all we need is your slides now.
Perfect.
And we have your slides. Look at this. So smooth. Amazing. As soon as we have a thumbs up, Lauren, Jenny, and Nick. There we go. Okay, hard at work, writing comments, feedback to all of our founders. I think we're all ready to go here. So I'm going to count you in and over to Balanced Bees in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, lovely to meet you all. Zoe and I are very excited to introduce you to our breakfast cereal, Balanced Bees. I'm going to start by asking if you and your kids, if you have them, eat enough vegetables. This is a picture of little Soph, who I can tell you absolutely did not like her veg. Like many kids, mealtimes were a drama as I simply refused to eat that broccoli. And even now, as a nutrition student with a lot more appreciation for vegetables, I still can struggle to get my 5 serves a day. And I'm not alone. In fact, 93% of Aussie adults and 95% of their kids aren't eating enough veg, with daily consequences like reduced energy levels and brain functioning, as well as an increased risk of conditions such as obesity, cancer, and heart disease. Our low veg intake is creating a health epidemic. But this can change. People are wanting to increase their veg in a way that's tasty, easy, and convenient. Enter Balanced Bees. We're offering the first breakfast cereal to be made with vegetables. It will allow people to increase their vegetable intake and live a more healthy life in a way that addresses their current time and taste barriers. We chose a breakfast cereal because, like me, the vast majority of people don't currently eat vegetables at breakfast. But every one of the people we interviewed agreed they would like an easy and tasty way to increase their vegetable intake. People are excited about our cereal and they want to try it. It's the product they didn't know they needed. Most of the people we spoke to aren't currently eating veggies at breakfast, and Balanced Bees offers them an effortless way to address this and improve their health.
Parents are frustrated by how difficult it can be to feed their children vegetables, whether it be due to inconvenience or rejection. This is why we have created a product marketed towards children. Our plan is to develop a scientifically backed product to be sold in popular retail supermarkets across Australia. The next step in our journey is to collaborate with food scientists to create the product and finalize ingredients. Once it has been established, we can use health influencers and other marketing forms to make our product known. We believe that starting with a mentor and the right connections will be the best first step before finding cost estimates. We plan on reaching customers through partnerships and collaborations with other well-known health organizations such as MyFitnessPal, where we can include a tracking portal to see how the cereal has affected consumers' health. I am a commerce student and I provide a financial perspective into the business.
And I'm studying to be a dietitian and will provide the health expertise needed for Balanced Bees. Together, Zoe and I are a bubbly and resilient team who is so excited to bring this cereal to the world. We're looking for industry connections and people who have experience launching food products who could help with our journey. We're buzzing with excitement to bring Balanced Bees to life and hope you are too. Thank you for listening and please ask away.
And right on 3 minutes. Well done. Congratulations. And such a cute slide deck. I absolutely love it. Jenny, I'll hand over to you for the first question.
Thank you. And it's less of a question, more of a connection I'd like to introduce. Actually, we do know a couple of companies out there that went through a similar journey, and they're probably a little bit ahead of yourself. But if you want to speak to someone, gain some experience, where to start, I'm happy to connect you with a few out there. So let's connect offline.
Wow, that would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Wonderful. Another offer of support from the judges. What wonderful judges we have today. Now, do we have any questions for Balance Bees? Nick, Lauren, comments? Okay. All right. I think you're off the hook. Well done. Congratulations. Back into the audience. You can breathe a sigh of relief. You can do some stretches, whatever you need to do to make yourself feel better. Congratulations, you're all done. Next up to the stage, I'm going to ask for Amin. Amin to the stage, please. And while Amin's coming in, there we go.
Sorry,
That's all right. It takes a moment just for you to be able to share your video.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so we can hear you and we can see you. We just need you in present mode.
Sure. Am I in present mode now or no?
Nope, not yet.
Top
right-hand corner. You are presenting. I can see your screen, but you're not in presentation mode.
I see. I'm afraid I don't. I can see my screen. Oh, present mode. Sorry.
There you go. Okay, we got there in the end. It's fine. It's
Yes.
been a long afternoon. We've got a lot of pictures to get through. There was
Go
bound to be one, so all good. I'm in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem. All right. So now that we can see you and hear you, we just need a thumbs up from the judges. Excellent. All right. Over to you in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good afternoon. My name is Amin. I'm the founder and CEO of EnviroCoin.org. The key problem is people and organizations want to be environmentally friendly. We're witnessing that even today with the majority of startups seeking to do good for the environment. What is a carbon market? The carbon market exists to facilitate those who are doing bad against the environment and those who are doing good by creating an asset called a carbon credit, which allows those who reduce and those who emit to be connected. Naturally, as we're transitioning into a green tomorrow, this asset has grown in price and demand for it has been inconceivable. Now, this report by McKinsey and Company outlines where we are. Really, the market potential is huge, with the current market at 272 billion, 400% increase in CSU price over the past 2 years. And this market is seeing a year-on-year growth of in excess of 20%. Now, what the problems associated with this market is a lack of access, lack of incentives to buy, a lack of utility, what to do after you can get your hands on it, undemocratic and untransparent process, and not integrated with new technologies. These are the challenges we want to solve. Now, we do have co-visionaries, which is great. The most direct of which is Kilmadao. It reached market cap in excess of 600 million US in less than a year. So the potential is huge. Now, what it is EnviroCoin is a token backed by registered, verified, transparent, and democratically chosen carbon saving units. We incentivize participation in CSU generating projects, and we create new assets which can generate CSUs and spread them within the community. Now, why are we better? We're backed by a growing commodity, unlike 99% of crypto tokens. Access and utility are key selling points. Democracy and transparency help ensure that people believe in what we're doing and put their capital up for it. We can also incentivize real production of CSUs, which existing producers aren't doing. Ease and trust also ensure that our platform is positioned well to grow. Now, are we just a fad or are we actually environmentally sound? I'd like to think we are. We commodify and securitize CSUs, which increases demand for them and increases economic participation in them, which helps do more good for the environment. Really changing the way we look at being environmentally conscious by aligning economic benefits with environmental. Now, integration with Web 3.0 presents inconceivable opportunity for growth and to really take this market from what it is now, which is a fragmented, small, mainly government-run market, to one that will truly pave the way for a greener tomorrow. We have traction. We've raised funds to accelerate development with our beta launch expected in late January. We've got a very, very strong team, and we are in deep negotiations with strategic partners. And we are currently developing a beta waitlist, which we predict will have up to 5,000 people in the next month or so. Now, how do we make money?
3 minutes. I'm sorry, I have to cut you off there.
All
You can
good.
click to your final slide if you want.
All good.
There we go. I'm sorry to cut you off,
that's
Lauren. I will hand over to you. Hopefully some of your questions are some of the areas we didn't get to there.
Straight up. How are you going to make money with this, Amin?
Sure. So the way we're going to make money is we've got an EnviroCoin incentive, which is a percentage of every single minted EnviroCoin is reverted to the treasury and distributed to founding token holders. That's another way we can make money is by selling these and by launching our own projects, which we are in process of doing now.
Okay, good question. And another question, Nick, Jenny, Lauren. Okay, all right. I think you're off the hook. All done. Well done, Amin. Congratulations. An absolutely epic idea with, so much traction as well already. So congratulations. And we only have a couple more founders to the stage. So we're now on our second last group. Finn Edu to the stage, please. So we've got Leah, Jun, and Pete, who will be coming up shortly while our judges write their final couple of comments for Amin. Now I see Pete, I see Leah. Hello.
Hello.
Awesome. And I can hear you and I can see you, Pete. And I can see your screen. Your slide deck. Perfect. And Chun, there you are. And Leah. Okay. Quick sound check. Leah, Chun.
Hi.
And Chun, you're on mute still. Quick sound check.
Hi.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right. So all I need is a thumbs up from the judges and we'll get going. So Lauren's good to go, Nick's good, and Jenny's good. That's all I need. So your time's starting. I'll count you down in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, we're Findu. So what's our story? When I finished high school, I painfully discovered all the poor financial decisions that can present themselves to you as an adult. Combine a low savings rate with an ease of access to credit, an ever-increasing cost of living and sluggish wage growth, you get a recipe for financial hardship. I wish I learned about these things when I was younger. Turns out I'm not alone. A recent survey from Hilda found that over half of Australians graduate high school are in the same boat. Our survey also revealed that parents were worried their children will suffer from poor money management skills. So what's the problem? Well, from our research and surveys, we found that kids are not adequately being taught financial concepts and healthy financial habits in school. Also, existing financial education resources are too complicated for both teachers and children. Our interviews confirm that parents are concerned for children's financial education. Teachers are feeling overwhelmed by current fin and edutech for children, and students are wanting engaging activities.
So back to the market research, what do people want? People want their kids to learn money management at a very young age, covering spending, saving, and decision-making by apps engaging schools and families. To match this, we offer Findu, a mobile game for kids to learn money management by play that helps them to build a solid finance foundation for their future. So specifically, Findu is easier to use, led by small missions with fun, and also have team function for kids to explore. Then their parents can either monitor the progress of their kids any place, anytime, without worrying too much, because Findu is safe, green, and age appropriate.
So how will we make this viable? Well, the education technology sector in Australia has made $2.1 billion in 2020, and we aim to capitalize on this growth. Our model is going to be like a freemium model, kind of like Netflix, where they get a 30-day free trial and then can subscribe. If 5% of our potential market subscribe to our platform, we can create $1.1 million per year in revenue. So what's our plan? So the first year we want to start with parents, and then we hope to expand to schools through bundle contracts which will be discounted for them. We then want to expand through APAC with tailored learning experiences. So what's the next step for us? Our next step is developing our MVP. We will need a fintech co-founder with experience in developing children's apps, as well as initial investment and mentorship, hopefully from a startup entrepreneur. These are our contacts, and our experience is a Bachelor of Business and in Education and Commerce. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay, and just coming in at the 3 minutes, well done. And I do love your backgrounds. They're just so cute and they always make me happy. Lauren, Jenny, Nick, what questions do you have? Nick, I'll hand it to you first.
Love the idea. Well done, team. I actually got this book on my desk right now. So I'm actually going through this problem with my wife and our kids, actually. So not too many questions for myself, but I'd love to introduce you to a couple people that I know. I'll even more than happy to give some advice as well, and maybe even help you take it to market.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Again, offers of advice and support from the judges. So good. Lauren, over to you.
I love this. My daughter's always taking coins around the house to buy more Paw Patrol stuff. So it starts very young. I can't echo Nick's support. Sounds fantastic. I'm just going to add my 2 cents in here around the banks. This is a big problem. Financial literacy is not just students and emerging millennials and Gen Z. It is everyone. And it would be great to see as you scale and kind of move up those markets in your different beachheads to have a think about how to tackle this whole problem for all of Australia. There is a huge population that financial literacy rates are really, really low. This is a big societal challenge, and you definitely seem like the right team to take it on. So good work.
Thank you very much. Just on that, like the reason we're targeting the primary school kids is so we can build that foundation so they can grow on that sort of later on. Just a reason for us.
Awesome. Well, I think that's it from questions from the judges. You're all finished. Congratulations. You can stop sharing your screen now and we will send you back into the audience. And I believe we are now at our final founder. So unless Shirley's cat decides to walk all over the keyboard and mess things up, we can get through one more without any more technical difficulties. I will try not to mute myself. We're going to invite Grace to the stage. Grace is our final founder for the 5.8 Pitch Day. So I want all of the love coming through the chat. It's always hard to go first, but sitting there all the way until you go last is just as difficult as well. So congratulations, Grace. You've done very, very well. Now I can see you. I just want to double check that I can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. And I can also see your slides now. So all we need is a final okay from the judges. Our last founder coming to the stage. Lauren's good, Jenny's good, Nick's good. Well, then that's it. Grace, over to you. Take us home in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Grace and I'm an apprentice shoemaker. And this is Perfit Expert Shoe Fitting for e-commerce. In footwear, sizing is an essential function of the value people get out of the product. Communicating fit in terms of standardized sizing does not actually communicate the 3D space that the object takes up. This is why when trying on a shoe, despite it being in our size, it can be too tight across the top of the foot. So when you're taking a 3D interaction digital and you're basing it in those 2D assumptions, that's when you get high rates of return on the purchasing. Our solution recreates the foot as a digital twin for end users. We work with brands to create a comparative digital twin for each shoe. When the digital twins are compared, a calculation is made as to where the patterns will sit on the wearer's foot, then producing a sizing recommendation. This solution will be highly suited to the future of Web 3.0, but in essence, it's utilizing all of the components right now. The solution dashboard will use graph databases and Hotjar analytics to build value for brands. Once a user has created a digital twin, they will subscribe to a brand in order to produce sizing recommendations. This subscription base becomes a verified market for the brand to tailor to outside of the app. Fit Analytics is already proving the value of using machine learning to produce sizing recommendations. Their model works by clustering consumers into cohorts and generating recommendations based on the experience of the cohort.
Our model provides a richer and more detailed and personalized experience by going direct to the product. Bespoke is an area that's highly constrained by the problem. 75% of bespoke makers have globally resonant product that they can't get to market. When 75% of our survey respondents said that they have plans to come up with a sizing solution, they actually meant that they were each working on it in isolation. Our solution will build a digital fabric for the bespoke cohort to operate as an ecosystem. Our business model will begin with one-off fees to set up the data files and the digital lasts. The range updates will be a one-off fee after that. Our annuity incomes will come from a subscription fee, which gives brands access to a plugin that they can use on their website and the dashboard. Then when each subscriber subscribes to a brand, that's a 50 cents per month fee for the brand. Our revenue roadmap sort of will focus on the metrics of how many registered data sets we have, our growth in our annual run rate, and our sales conversion rates. So I've built strong relationships in order to come up with this solution. I'm in industry, and these are the people I'm aligned with when I'm creating the solution. And these are the expertise that we have in Australia. Moving forward, we really need to connect with data scientists, and that's really what we're looking for. We have a last maker to work with the data scientists, but we're looking to make a couple of connections in that field, as well as a revenue officer, which will be quite essential. So thank you so much for your time. I'm happy to take questions.
All right, and that's Grace bringing us home. Who has a question for Grace? Jenny, Nick, or Lauren, raise your hand. I'm sure we have questions, comments, feedback. Okay, Lauren, over to you.
I'll go. I'm Serial Online Shoe Returner. I think this is really nifty, Grace. I really like that you're targeting this particular challenge because there is a lot of discrepancies in shoe sizes globally as well, like just with all clothing things. But your feet are so important. I'd love to have it just learn a bit more about how you're thinking about onboarding the brands and potentially sort of how you see that playing out or who you might be focusing on to get started with.
Okay. Yeah. I guess to get started, the barrier to entry would be what I'd be focusing on for a lot of brands who don't compete based on price, but on value, because if they can't let their customers get the value, then their customers won't be buying online. So that's where my focus is. And that covers bespoke. It also covers, I guess, a high-end market of people.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay, Nick, over to you.
Well done, Grace. Have you thought about like scale, like at the bigger size of when I look at these kind of marketplaces and I look at I think Perfect Stitch is a pretty good example. They had some technology, they're about to IPO, but they're actually really thinking about licensing their technology, not building a marketplace anymore. So I'd love to hear what you think about what you consider scale is.
Totally. I think I want to create the tools for a marketplace to thrive, basically. So not so much focused on the marketplace, focused on the technology, but being able to provide analytics to brands so that they can build their scale as well.
Yeah. Because if you can license the technology to multiple brands, bigger brands, then it sounds like a very unique proposition to them already.
Okay.
All right, and I think that's it. Well done, Grace, bringing us home strong. Congratulations. We're going to send you back into the audience now. I'm going to give the judges just a second to put their final notes and scores in. What is going to happen now is we are going to ask our 3 judges to move into an around room. So it's like Zoom, but not quite. You will have to exit out of Zoom just so that we don't hear what's going on in the judges' green room. So you will receive in the chat a link to around. Click through and then shut down the Zoom, and we will meet you in the judges room in a second. So the wonderful Ashwin will be in the room to help you with your deliberations. We can figure out who the winner is and come on back. So while we get the judges out into the room, Shirley is going to be sending that link in the chat. I will play some music while everyone takes a deep breath and they feel good and they start to party because they have just finished. Congratulations to all of our founders. So the around rooms coming through, just exit out of the webinar, our judges, and I'm going to share my screen while we hold. So congratulations, everyone. I'm incredibly excited. What a group. So many different ideas. How are you feeling, Shirley?
I'm just like miming in the background because I'm just
yeah, I know you've got a lot going on in the background. I shouldn't disturb you, but that's okay. All right, judges' deliberations, a little bit of music while we wait. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Hold on, everyone, and we'll find out who the winner of the 5.8 Pitch Day is.
1, 2, 3, now we're playing with the big boys. Gonna take it to the street, now we're gonna make a big noise. Gonna climb so high, now we're rising up. Are you ready now? Turn it up. Are you ready for this? Oh, I can see my name under big lights. It sure looks good to me. I'm coming up now, I'm ready for the big time. I'm gonna be hard to beat. Oh, I'm a hard act to follow, got a big reputation. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. You ain't seen nothing like this now. Let me hear your hands clap. It's my time, I'm back on my feet now. I'm taking on the world. I never miss a beat, that's the way I roll. You can watch me doing it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. I can feel it coming. Can you feel it coming? You got one life, come on, take hold of it. That's right, now don't let go of it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. Are you ready for this? There ain't no limit. Are you ready for this? Let me hear you sing it. Are you ready for this now? Serving up the heat. Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. Are you ready for this? Hear the thunder, bring the rage. There's a rumble in the cage. Feel the trouble, hit the game. It's the final countdown. Oh, it's the new age. Ain't gonna let nobody cross me now. It's gonna take a lot to slow me down. From the rubble, we gon' crush them out. We gon' show them what it's all about. Victorious, it's made for us. Victorious, leave them in the dust. Victorious, it's made for us. Victorious, leave them in the dust. Victorious. We the heroes and the gents. Let your fear go, be the best. Like a sequel to the quest. This is what we live for. Oh, undefeated. Take your mark, we're gonna set this off. Echo ringing from the parking lot. Place your bet and kick it up a notch. Time to give it everything we got. victorious. It's made for us. Victorious. Leave them in the dust. Victorious. It's made for us. Victorious. Leave them in the dust. Victorious. I've been walking on the edge of a knife. I've been waiting for this all my life. I feel it in my veins, feel it in my blood. You know I can't stop till I'm good and done. I'm gonna push it harder, gonna climb up higher. It's like I just can't miss. I was made for this. I show the world I'm stronger. Prove it to 'em I'm a fighter. I can't help but win. I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this. You're gonna find out you can't hold me down. You see I'm the king, 'cause I got that crown. Oh, you could try your best to step in my ring. Oh, but I'll just knock you dead like it wasn't a thing. I'm gonna push it harder, gonna climb up higher. It's like I just can't miss. I was made for this. I show the world I'm stronger. Prove it to 'em I'm a fighter. I can't help but win. I was made for this. I was made for this. I can't help but win, yeah. Just try and stop me. I'm gonna push it harder, gonna climb up higher. It's like I just can't miss. I was made for this. I show the world I'm stronger. Prove it to 'em I'm a fighter. I can't help but win. I was made for this. I'm gonna push it harder, gonna climb up higher. It's like I just can't miss. I was made for this. Show the world I'm stronger. Prove it to 'em I'm a fighter.
Yep, just making all the judges panelists again. Perfect. You're still muted, Jack. Jack, no, Jack.
And I'm on mute again. Wow, it's just one of those days, I think, for me.
Yeah.
All of my technical skills and abilities are out the window on a Friday afternoon, but that's okay. That's not what matters. What matters is that we hear from our amazing judges and we find out who the winner of the 5.8 pitches are. So I'm incredibly excited. I want everyone to jump in the chat and tell me, how are you feeling? Are you relieved? Are you still excited? What's going on? Lots of love for everyone coming through on the chat. So good to see. Thank you. And to our wonderful judges, thank you so much for being here and you're deliberating on who our winners might be. Now, I believe we do have a winner. But yeah, okay. Now, I'm going to hand it over. I don't know if you all want to say just a couple of words or if there's one of you that's going to speak on your behalf. But I might just hand just quickly to the judges a little bit of feedback for the group. And then you want to tell me who the winner of 5.8 is. I'm incredibly excited to find out. Nick, I might hand to you first.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Well, first of all, before we announce the winner, I guess I'll share some couple words coming as a founder for myself. And thank you, Hex, for organizing such a great event. It's really hard to we need more of this. Without you guys, I guess there won't be innovation, or there'll be less innovation. So that's really important. So really thank you, Hex, for organizing this. And thank you to all the participants with all your hard work. It really showed today. That's really important as well. But this is the pitch and it is a competition, so we could only pick one winner. So kudos to everyone that actually participated. I personally know how hard this is actually to do. We actually went for close to 75 pitches before we actually got our funding. So I know how hard it is. It gives you anxiety. It's absolutely one of the craziest things to do. But it is a pitch, and with the, I guess with the criteria, the clear winner that the three of us, Jenny and Lauren, that we picked was Angie from Art Fair. Hey, well done.
Oh, Ange, well done. Shirley, if you want to find Ange and the attendees and bring her up to the stage, we would love to have a little bit of a photo with her. While we do bring her to the stage, Nick, did you have anything else to say or any other comments from the other judges?
The reason why we didn't pick it, it wasn't because of not just the idea, it wasn't about just the novelty, it was the all-round pitch in general. I think from the solution, the idea, the problem, all three of us really did believe and really think this will be commercialized eventually, and it will get there. So it was all round. So for all the other contestants, don't feel bad that you didn't win. But this is a pitch competition, so we've got the hardest job by actually trying to find the winner. There you go. Well done.
Oh, man. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Nick, for announcing our winner. Angela, congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I actually want to just go a bit crazy. Shirley was kind of doing it. I'm just like, what the fuck? Thank you very much. The visual arts industry really needs this. Art is so much more than money. It is the cultural fabric. It's what uplifts society, inspires people, makes them think. And, it is real work. It's very hard work, and people deserve to be paid for their hard work. Mm-hmm. And I'm really hoping that this will, provide an outlet for people to make money from their work. It was so hard for me going through all the statistics and all the reports, and arts is just way out of the picture. They've stopped funding it, and it just distresses me enormously that people won't have the opportunity to pursue it.
Yeah.
And I think that's, opportunity is the building block of everything good, isn't it? You've got to have the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful words, Angela. We're incredibly proud of everything you've achieved over the last couple of weeks. And not just that, but there is a $250 prize in it for you. So it's not just bragging rights. Now, I believe
I'm going to go and buy some art with that money. You know that, right?
Exactly. Wonderful. That's exactly what you should spend it with. Now, we do actually have a second prize. So we have something called the Nathan Gold Award for all of our Hexies coming through. You would have remembered Nathan from our session yesterday. He's a wonderful human being, and he does sponsor an additional award. Now, judges, have you managed to find out who the Nathan Gold Award? So this is someone that's having significant social impact. Jenny, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you so much. And first of all, I echo Nick's opinion as well. Really thank you for putting this together and just, bringing all these founders together, all these ideas together is an incredible journey and experience for all of us, and very hard decision to make. As we listen to all of the pitches and ideas, every single one of you is unique, and you do bring something really special, and all of you is doing it for a purpose. So you all create impact. I just really want to give you that assurance. But I think the Nathan Golden Award will go to Sophie and Zoe from Balance Bees. congratulations. For the reasons that I think you're really addressing a big problems out there, and I think you have a really good and big and proven addressable market there, and I think the impact, if your business becomes successful, I think the impact would be remarkable. So really well done.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad the Nathan Gold Award is going to such amazing people. So congratulations, Sophie. Congratulations, Zoe. Shirley, I might ask you to bring Ange back to the stage as well. I know that you're driving in the background, just so that we can have a photo with all of our winners. While we do that, I just want to take a quick moment because I know we're already over time, and I'm so sorry. I tried really hard to bring it home on time, but we just have so many amazing pictures to get to. So I just want to spend just a quick second to thank all of the mentors that have helped us over the last couple of weeks, the full Hex team. I want to thank the judges, Nick, Jenny, and Lauren. Thank you so much for being here and giving up a couple of hours of your Friday to help support the next generation of founders and leaders and supporters of innovation. And I really, really do appreciate it. And the whole Hex team really does appreciate it too. To my amazing 2IC over the past couple of weeks, Shirley, you've been an absolute champion. Congratulations on making it through 2 weeks with me without, quitting or running and jumping out a window. You've done incredibly well. And to the entire 5.8 group, our newly minted Hexies, congratulations. You've done amazing. We're incredibly proud of you all. So now that we have all of our winners to the stage, I'd love to take a photo because that's what we do. So bring your craziest emoji if we have them, or just make a whatever face you want. I'll be taking a photo in 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, well, that's it from me. Lauren, Nick, Jenny, any final words of advice to the founders as they move forward with their journey?
I might just start with saying building a business is not the easiest thing out there, but we all choose to do that for a reason. And I think today's experience helped us realize that you're definitely not doing this alone. And it doesn't matter we take a work home or not, but you've now connected with this network of people. We're all, passionate about entrepreneurship and taking ideas to market. So really do leverage that network and, learn from each other. I think that's probably the bit that a lot of people forget, that there is support, there is network, there are people out there doing the same thing with you. You don't have to fly alone. So that would probably be my 2 cents.
Amazing, Jenny. Thank you so much. Lauren, any final words of wisdom and advice before we let you all go back to your Friday?
I will just echo that. Hexies, you are incredible. You are the future of innovation. You are future world leaders. You have excellent ideas that we saw today. Unfortunately, only 2 can win, but that's not how the world works. You can all go out there and be incredibly successful. It is so exciting to see you here. So the Hex team, you do an amazing job as always. And I cannot wait to see where you take this. But to echo Jenny's point, it is hard, but all good things are hard. You can do it. If you ever feel alone, don't hesitate to reach out. There are lots of people out there wanting to connect in with you, and there's genuinely never been a better time to be a founder in Australia or in the APAC region. So take advantage of all the new programs and support out there, just like this wonderful one, and keep going on the journey. Can't wait to see where you all take it. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lauren. Nick, take us home. Final word of advice before we let everyone go.
Yeah, I'm just going to echo my 2 fellow panelists. I think this is one of the toughest things to do. It's definitely harder getting a 9 to 5 job or doing a 9 to 5 job. But just remember, there's no losers here. There's only learners. We, as coming from experience myself, if we said no and gave up 5 years ago, we probably wouldn't be around as well. So you just learn, and keep on fixing and pivoting, and I'm sure everyone will get there. Well done, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you again, judges. We couldn't do this sort of thing without your support. Okay, well, that's it. Congratulations. You're now Hexies 5.8. Welcome to the club. You're one of us now. We'll never let you leave. Angela, Sophie, Zoe, congratulations to being our winners today. And to everyone else getting through the last 2 weeks, we're so incredibly proud of you. So we're going to wrap it up there. This is it. Final pitch day for 5.8. To all the Hexies, I'll meet you in our butter celebration room in just a little while. The link will be on Slack. And to everyone else, have a wonderful Friday afternoon. So that's it from me. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.